To open up the 9 o'clock meeting for the Shelby County Recycling District Compliance Board. Our due diligence to the county is to enforce Shelby County Newton's Order number 2023.07. Everything in this meeting is going to be recorded by state law. We at the board have the legal authority to work with you to clean up your property, and we have the authority to fine you up to $10,000 if we have that choice. We will not tolerate any profanity, disrespect, or threats of any kind. If you choose to threat of any kind, we will ask you to leave or you will be escorted out. We will call each and every one of you up at one at a time. We will show you the photos of your property and you will have 5 minutes to discuss your situation with us. Then the board will discuss and ask you questions in regard to bringing your property up to compliance. At that time, we will make a decision on each case. Okay, our first order on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the last meeting. Second. First and a second to approve meetings as read, minutes as read. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carries. They don't jinx.
Yeah, that's what she says. You know, I guess we're just starting now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say at least we'll let the board know that he is, has a few. Yes, yeah, oh, can she go, can she leave that? I don't know. Should I expect her to? Phone number? Yes, if you can do that, that would be great. Oh, thank you.
Doing Bob.
Okay, the first person that we have here to appear is Jason Thaxton, case 2026-57 on page 7. Jason, if you could step up to the podium, please.
Thanks. Two cases. Two cases. Okay, got it. All right.
Start off with the picture from the NF case.
7 of new case.
This initial complaint was of junk and trash, inoperable or non-registered vehicles, as well as tall grass and weeds. Yeah, the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple different appliances outside when I was there as well.
The doors on.
I believe so. Still outside, so.
Okay, your name is Jason?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When are we gonna get this in compliance? Or,
I've been working on it.
Okay.
It is, it's my own little walk of shame. It's still moving. Yeah, it's shameful. I will say that, the timing did, work out because we had already, made a lot of changes and movements towards planning to get the property corrected, I actually terminated my employment to come home as a over the road driver to begin working on some of these projects. My wife's taking a job to furlough me. And so we're working on that. So we had basically just gotten our the inside of our house squared away, and we're moving towards the exterior. And so it really did kind of work out in that sense. I've got pictures. I've got a separate album set up for this to show the compliance that we have made. Everything is not in compliance yet.
If you trust us, to trust your phone.
Just stay on the album.
Haven't broken any yet, but
Mhm.
Getting into my research. That said, the front and center picture here, that mass is still present, the semi is still present, and the box truck is still present. I can remove the box truck today and have it located at a storage facility. Semi is less of a problem. I just needed to get to it, and in 20 days, I would say we've done some pretty massive work. We have had to change some of our priorities around, and I had actually approached the town about 8 to 10 weeks ago to let them know that we were making changes and that so that we could turn the property around. And they had let me know that there was something that would be upcoming where we would get a notice, and then there would be a time frame between 30 and 60 days to turn the property around. So we used that time to focus on the interior of the property first, just priority of work. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but we've done all right. Any of the overgrown vegetation, I've been experimenting with various forms of vegetation killer, and so some of those have durations of effectiveness. We don't want to just douse the entire property in chemicals. So we're looking at transitioning to a different form of treatment here in a couple of days. So
you're thinking 30 to 90 days, you'll have this thing cleaned up.
90 days, if you guys have a complaint, I am going to have more complaints than you guys.
Any questions from
You
the board?
believe you can have it done in 30 days, sir?
I do.
Yeah.
In that case, I'd make a motion that we continue to monitor for 30 days and hopefully at our next meeting, we can dismiss this case.
Second, I have a first and a second to continue to monitor with the promise of the 30 days. We'll look at it again. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, sir.
May I make one other so both Mr. Schneider and I, our certified mail was sent back ahead of time. We both went to the post office and they told us that they had sent it back, even though we have notices that say that it's supposed to be held on file for us until the 30th. There could be other members of the community who have also not received their certified mail. Just something for your record.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, we have Anthony Sigmund, 2025-05, page 2 of all cases.
Welcome back, sir.
All right, we'll start off here with June. Consistent progress every month. July, remember Tony had had an accident, wasn't able to do a lot. He's feeling better. He's been able to get rid of some stuff. He got rid of the camper. He's working on the dump truck currently. Progress is continuing to be made.
Tires. Tony bought those tractor tires and it looks like they're just skin.
What's that?
In this picture there, see the big tractor?
Well, actually, they're, I got them
Trash?
just tracks.
Okay, sorry.
I got them to use as a raised garden.
They don't hold water.
How much longer do you think you're gonna need to get this thing straightened out?
It's a lot of work. I mean, even though I was broke last month, I still got a lot done.
We appreciate that, you know, but you're almost the oldest case in the book now.
I was hoping to be done right about now.
I make a motion, we continue. I'm still making progress, so.
Still making progress. Do I have a second? Any questions? Okay, we have a motion to continue to monitor it again. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it.
Next case is Anthony Viscato or Viscato, Visito, my apologies, 2026-30 on page 10.
You got it close. All right, we'll start off with, it's from June. This case came in as, inoperable vehicles and tall grass and weeds. At the time, the owner wasn't moved in yet, he was still transitioning from his home in another state, moving here. There's July. He just recently moved to the property, is still unpacking. He's still working on stuff, but he's making headway. And he wanted to be here today to talk about his current situation.
Okay, sir.
Everything has been brought into compliance as far as I know. When I had the automobiles brought down from North Dakota, they were all in compliance except the white 64 Thunderbird. We didn't move in until now. Moving your life for 77 years, 1,000 miles is a huge undertaking. So I let the Excursion and the Green Xterra lapse, figuring why pay North Dakota the money for registration when I can pay it to Indiana where I'm moving. That's why they lapsed. I did not know that Shelby County had a tag law. I mean, you look around and you just don't, it's obvious to me that they didn't have a tag law. Some states do, some states don't, or counties. Other than that, I'm in compliance, and I appreciate the board working with me because they did understand what was going on. If you have a problem, I spoke to Ben. If you have a problem, just call me. I'll take care of it. But, you know, they are not derelict cars by any means. Otherwise, I left 5 cars up there, gave them away. So I got.
Any questions from the board?
Stuff you see around has been unpacked. That's why it's not moved. I had to wait until yesterday to get my 555 backhoe and my John Deere 1025 here so that I can move that stuff. I'm not dragging it around physically.
We appreciate, I mean, when we found out that you were out of the state and weren't aware of what was going on. But I will have to say the owner that owned this property prior to you kept this thing immaculate. And I think the pond side has gotten really out of control, and that's where the complaint came from.
Yeah, the pond side is very hard because it slopes down. I'm cleaning it as I go along. It's been mowed. You can see the rest of the lawn is mowed once a week. I had no idea. I didn't know what was physically what was there. He was mowing it, so I didn't know. But we're taking care of it. It's no big deal.
Make a motion that we continue to monitor, and hopefully next month we can dismiss the case.
A motion and a second to continue to monitor and hopefully dismiss the case next week or all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you and welcome to the county.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. Sure.
Next, we have April Phelps for the Belva Altamore case, 2026-16 on page 7.
Page 7, 13.
Okay,
Morning, morning.
how are you this morning?
Well, it's not Monday, so a little better than yesterday. I was waiting.
You got 5 minutes. Oh, we got a picture done.
I was waiting for the picture. No, that's-
I thought, yeah,
It's all right.
yeah. So these are new.
So this is just an initial case. We do have pictures from recent, but so here's April, or yeah, in April here. Tall grass and weeds and junk, trash, vehicles. Here's July with the assistance from the sheriff's department. There has been some improvement. There's still some stuff that needs to go. There's still some weeds. There's still some, it's a mattress and some other junk that's back here that I was not able to document previously due to the situation at hand. Still some weeds that need to be taken care of. I spoke with her about that at the time at the property. She's aware of that. And that's where we're sitting
Basically,
currently.
put this stuff back here now.
Yeah, for the weeds that were here and over here on the side.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mr. Moore came out on the, I want to say the 17th, and took pictures, and I had not been aware. First of all, he said that I had made good progress on it, but I had not been aware when we had an issue back in 21 and Mr. McIntyre was the compliance officer. At that time, he had said that it just needed to not be visible from the road. So I had some things behind the house on the back porch and just behind the house when Mr. Moore came out. And that's when he said, no, here's how it is now. So what I have done, that was the 17th. And then on the 20th, so I, said, okay, now that I know what's right, I'll do it. So on the 17th, on the 16th, I got everything moved into the garage. And then on the 17th, I did a final, or I did my last, I'll mow again today every 5 days, as if that's enough. But mowing and weed eating has all been done. So at that point, I emailed Mr. Moore pictures of everything. And I know that, which I'll have questions about, but I know that he will need at some point to come out and take final pictures. However, I would also like for you all to see the work that's been done, because in my mind, the way that it looks, even after last night's storm, which really took all my tomato plants and everything, but anyway, and put them in the yard. But I'm going to show you the phone if I could, and then I would like to know what we need to do to wrap this up. I don't know when he can come out to take pictures, and I don't know the process, and that's what I said on my voicemail. I'm not sure if, when I read over the court order that was presented to me about coming out, I'm not sure if you need another court order or if it's for this case.
I mean, I'll have to have a different, because that one was probably for a specific date.
That specific date?
I'll have to look at it again and see.
And that's what,
Saying yes. Yeah.
okay. So, and so I'm going to give you my phone. I don't know to start it at this end or to start it with Ben. Okay.
So we had to get an administrative warrant
Yeah.
to have the sheriff's department escort Ben there because he was threatened when he was on the property, just to verify that.
Okay.
I've already.
So you will recognize these because
Yep.
these are the same exact ones that I sent to you.
Correct.
And you swipe right, no, you swipe left. But if you get to a CD picture, swipe. There's about a dozen pictures.
Got some more down there. It's living.
There are about a dozen pictures and everything right now is in compliance. I just don't know what we need to do to get this wrapped up.
The health issue that I see.
The wooden stool table that's in the back, what, are you using it as a
Use it
table?
for a table, and I have an oilcloth tablecloth that I put on it.
Right.
But we had to put it up on blocks because it was getting wet
On the rod.
with the wet.
You use
So,
the table.
yes, we do. But I have a red and white checkered oilcloth that goes on it. And some chairs too, but with there not being everybody out there right now.
Back out there.
Is the gentleman still there that made the threat?
He's not.
It's not.
Hopefully.
Not to say that he can't come out there, but no, he is not there.
It wouldn't be the end of the world for him to get our pictures.
No, but he needs to do whatever makes him feel most, but I am confident in the work that it's all done. And so once you all have seen the pictures, and I'll come get my phone. The problem that I, timeline wise, which I went to Mr. Moore is, or I asked him if we could get it done as soon as possible. We are scheduled the second week of August to have Kyle Cooper from DBIY Electrical in Columbus is coming out to put a new, I'll probably call it the wrong thing. I want to say service box or service. It's like a fuse box. And at that point, our one is the one when my mom and dad built the house in the 60s that is still there. And so he is upgrading and he's explained the process to me. And he will need access to the half of our garage that, so we will need to have things out of his way. And then it's my understanding they turn the electric off. He's filed for the permits, but they turn the electric off where it enters the house. The electric company does that. He comes in and runs wiring from there through that edge of the attic down to the box, puts on a new meter and comes in and because I don't know if it's an,
We don't need to hear about that.
okay, but
Okay, so I missed some conversations here. You say the guy that was threatening is
yeah,
no longer there.
he's no longer living there. No. And he's
You're gonna get
stay-
permission, if it's all right with Jody, Ben said he's capable of going and taking pictures and we can finalize this next month. As long as there's no problem from you and he's not at the building.
that is fine. And if I get to sign or
Well, I want to see where Jody's at first.
You know, I want to talk to the attorney about this.
But I mean, Ben, this is kind of whatever you're comfortable with. If you
Right.
prefer, just for safety reasons,
Uh-huh.
having Warren and the sheriff's department deal with you,
I mean,
we can do that. But if you're comfortable taking her word and going out there, then
I will go out there
okay.
with your word.
Okay.
I'm not going to tolerate any kind of something.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with this. My apologies, but we gave them the opportunity. They were aware that the administrative warrant was going to happen and when we were going,
No, I
and it
was
was not compliant.
I don't know about when they were.
not aware.
So we had a time frame that they were aware that we would be there,
well, I think
correct?
also we were under the impression that it had been cleaned up. I think
Yes.
that's-
Yeah.
So my opinion is, and it's totally up to the board, but once he's threatened, I just don't feel comfortable without a sheriff's deputy with him on that property.
My only thing is, just a timeline in August. Wanting to get this case behind us. That's,
I would just hate for you to come out when the electrician is,
I understand. I understand. We're running into a couple,
the garage is thrown up and it's back in the yard.
a couple different.
So is this gentleman still in the area that threatened him?
It's not, but he is working out of state. He's working right now. He took a job to work towards the fine that my sister is going to need to pay. That's already been levied. But I know that he's coming back. I do not know exactly when. I just know that the job that he has right now is on, he's a contractor. And the job that he has right now is ongoing. Know that
He
he
could come
wouldn't,
at any time.
by mid-August. Yeah, I'm expecting him back around the 14th, about the time that we're supposed to have the electrical box done is when, because he will be the one that takes care, hopefully, of moving the things back out. I'm sorry, I'm not able to give you a more concrete answer.
Yeah, I understand.
Best of the information that I have, that's what I'm giving you. So yeah, it is whatever you decide to do, of course. I did not know exactly when you were coming out until that date, but I just don't want you to come while
Right.
the electrical guy is there and it'd be a mess.
Continue to monitor and do the writ attachment or whatever. Okay. So we have a motion to continue to monitor, but we will set it up with the sheriff's department to go out and take final pictures. Okay.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye. Oh,
I made the motion.
he made the motion. He said second.
Just want to make sure we get.
So I have a motion, a second, all approved, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same, motion carried. So we will get Jody will take care of it. We'll let you know when we come out and finalize pictures.
Okay. The last time it took 2 months. Should we expect it to be that long? Okay, because again, I just don't want it to be a mess when you all come back out there.
I understand about emptying your garage out to work on your.
Well, and the other projects, we have our garage, we are getting a new garage door and it has to have it's 45 years old. And then we're having insulation blown into our attic and all of those require
Yeah.
pulling everything out. So, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
You,
Our next case is Robert Kirschbaum, 2026-32 on page 10.
Start with June here. This case here, junk and inoperable vehicles or non-registered vehicles, tall grass and weeds. There's July, there's been a lot of progress made.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brought in stone, which he had talked about last meeting he'd done. This looks bad, but remember what was here before? Actually has to be, there's gotta be, or there's been some progress made.
Gone now too, so
He's made a lot of progress. The vehicle's gone.
some of that's still there. I'm gonna get that this weekend, so.
My recommendation is to give him some more time with the progress that he's already made.
Have you taken advantage of our vouchers?
I've actually gotten cash money for everything I've hauled off there, so.
Well, we appreciate your progress. Just keep it up. So I make a motion to continue.
Second.
I have a motion to continue for a month. All in favor, and a second, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, sir.
Keep up the
Appreciate
good
your
work.
work.
Yep.
Next, we have Michael Sunday, 2023-35 on page 1.
June.
That's not, we had rain, but.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we couldn't do much work.
July.
And working more on the back, well, and that. Got pictures since the other day.
Not better.
There's been progress made.
Yeah.
I noted on the west side, there's been some stuff removed and then he's leveling out the yard
That's and logs
logs there.
prior.
Looks like you're getting everything around the barn.
Yeah,
That's the last area to clean up.
because I've got since the other day. That corner there, there's a little bit more good to go for there and then. I'm planning on doing more last night when I got home and of all the.
You had a storm
All this
last night.
dry time and then.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, we needed it.
Yeah.
It's looking a lot better. We're getting close.
Now, this new stuff right here,
No, that is actually.
Leaving, not coming
That's been-
back.
That's been gone through. That's all, well, that's going to scrap.
okay,
That actually, I didn't get a picture of that, but. That there's less on that trailer, some of that's been gone through and. That's gonna be the next, most of that, all that pile right there.
Next load out.
Next scrap load.
Yeah, I see you got another trailer behind it there too.
Yeah, that's another.
That's all scrap.
No, the ladder is, it's leaning up on it. There's hardly anything. The boards on that are the side boards for that trailer. Actually, you can see it's a little tweaked. I've got to straighten that and then it's gonna be sold. Yeah, there's not really much other that yellow thing that's on there is a like a double step. Step stool, like industrial step stool. Oh, that's the small stuff. There's an axle right there. That's gonna also go on the scrap load. That whole corner right there. So there's really, it looks like there's a lot more right there than there is, but
But most everything's going to scrap.
yes. And the things that aren't going to scrap, they're gonna be like this picture here. That's metal for welding projects and stuff. I've been working on a rack inside. So I'm gonna eventually gonna get that picked up. That's in this picture that I got down to.
Just want to know where all that stone is.
I think it's actually just.
That's just turned up.
Yeah.
That's just dirt. Yeah, it was so dry your day, but, no, I smoothed that from, I don't know if you remember from pictures before. There was a pile of logs with weeds and stuff out there, and then there was an old burn pit. I cleaned all that up and smoothed that out, and that's just gonna be grass.
Looks good.
Looks good. If we just get around the barn.
Yeah.
Yep, and again, we've talked about before, you can't, unless you're there snooping around, you can't see anything, because that's what some of these other pictures are. I mean, I know you guys have seen from aerial or whatever, but
What do you mean?
literally this far.
Make a motion that we continue to monitor.
So here's the road. You can't even see the barn, literally.
But we know there's a mess there. We talked about it.
It's lifetime of hobby.
I know.
Gotta have hobby.
Have a motion to continue in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thanks, sir.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have Rita Mullen, 2026-19 on page 7.
Start with June here. Young and trash, tall grass and weeds. July, there's been a little bit of progress, but we've been having some issues with her health. Husband's health, she hasn't been able to get as much done as she's wanted to. I encourage her to seek help from other social groups as well as from family that could maybe help her get some stuff cleaned up and taken care of. She's aware of the issues. We walked around the property, talked about it. That's right behind the fence. When I was there initially, see through the fence. The people back there. A lot of this pipe is new. Go ahead.
Just doing what I can do. Got 3 surgeries coming up and I can't do too much more right now.
You have family members that can help you at all?
They're all working and doing their own thing.
Did you say some of this is new, some of it's been brought in?
The pipe.
It's been,
The pipe was not, so I don't know if I have a picture of it would be the north side. Maybe the first one. Yeah, that's new, and then on the side where the tent was, if I got a picture of that.
Plans for that pipe.
May not have gotten it, but this is a good example. So if you were to walk, this is like her backyard, goes straight through. To the right here, there's a patch of grass.
That's on the other side.
Pipes.
Yeah, all them weeds there is on the other side of the property.
Right.
But the pipes that I've got there was supposed to go in my creek to help flow so it don't overdo. I can't do nothing right now.
You just brought that in the last month for the creek?
Yeah. And she talked about my fence blowing down all the time, so I've been buying lumber to put on the fence, which is on that back side. I just over there on the sides to keep it out of my yard, that there.
They're on the board.
You said a gallon of vinegar, cup, how
Vinegar, salt, and dish soap,
much of this soap?
a tablespoon.
Okay. Cause my weed killer ain't killing nothing. But, some of them pipes and stuff inside that gate there are gone.
Use my flame.
Weed eater down in there and move things around. I got a load on the truck now to go get rid of.
Your husband's supposed to have surgery.
I just got him back out of the hospital again. I gotta have 3 back surgeries
You do.
Make this come.
every 2 weeks. They can get it done.
Any questions from the board? Any comments?
Oh, what would make this come into compliance? The wood, the pipe, the,
The weeds on the side right here.
get somebody to mow for you, Rita?
Hey,
Yeah, because that pipe wasn't there when I was there. And the wood, I know you said you're gonna build that fence and
one thing I gotta get is,
bring it in, whoever's throwing it, I guess could be you, I don't know.
it's been me, that's why I'm tore up.
I just stacked it neater, yeah.
I kind of just off their own. But only thing I gotta do is get my concrete and rent me an auger. Then the fence can go up. But now it's gonna take me a little while, because it's gonna take me a while to come back from the back surgery.
You got any space in your garage for the pipe?
Well, I'm slowly getting rid of, I got rid of about half of that the other day. And I'm gonna scrap that lawnmower, because I don't know what happened to it. The dang steering won't turn no more.
How about the vehicle?
That was my grandson's. He's planning on trying to fix it, but he works all the time at Honda and he ain't been able to do anything. It's been plated for years, but just sitting there.
Can you get your other son or one of them to help you or?
I had that conversation last night with all of them. It didn't work, so. Just me, and then whenever I can get my granddaughters to come out to help me, but that's,
Once you have surgery, how long are you gonna be down?
it starts 17th, and then I wait 2 weeks, go back in again. And what it is, I have a nerve that's compressed in my spine, and it's causing my arm to go numb all the way down to my leg. I'm supposed to be using a walker, but I'm too stubborn.
Would it be better if we just had our contractor come out and clean it up?
I'll just take care of it slowly.
Yeah, but you're gonna be set back for a couple of months. And it's gonna, the weeds are gonna get taller,
Once I spray them, it won't be so bad right there on that one side. And that one pile of, them weeds there, it belongs to whoever owns that ground right there. But them's not mine. Just like I told him the other day, I said, I took on behind my garage, I had weeds that I couldn't get. And I about got it completely done, but I can only do so much. I can straighten all them one weeds up or boards up there. When you ask a granddaughter to carry a board and put it down nice and neatly, you don't get that good response.
5 minutes are up.
What do you want to do, guys?
Have you reached out to any of the groups I talked about at the
I
time?
haven't had time. I've been going to doctor's appointments. That's where I come from this morning. That's my husband. We're constantly busy the next 2 weeks anyway.
Cleaned up, one or the other, how you want to pay. It correct or?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
down.
couple months.
Right. If you're back done, it'll be
You won't be able to lift anything.
for months, who knows how many, but months. Not gonna be fined or not be the cleanup. Which,
It's been 3 months.
And they brought more in.
The only thing new that came in was the pipe.
So the only thing that's coming is that pie.
Yeah.
It's coming.
How did you get that pipe?
My son works for Beatty and
Says she.
I was using some and plus the people across the street they're supposed to cut.
Son brought the pipe in. I would suggest he help you clean up. I mean, you only got so much.
Yeah. Yeah, because some of them big green ones, I can't even move.
So your son brought in the pipe.
Yeah.
People will carry it.
Say, monitor one more month.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't improve, like with the pipe and the wood and the weeds, I mean, it all has to improve. But the pipe has to probably go away. Because there's no storage for it. So you gotta get your son to help and get that pipe in the garage or whatever. But I move that we monitor one more month, and if not, we abate.
We debate.
Monitor one more month.
Second.
Okay. So
So the pipe's your problem?
Pipe and
That's
wood.
one of them.
Yeah.
the fact that it's stuff's coming in still.
That was there last over a month.
Well,
Pipes.
fact is, we've been working on this case for
3 months.
3 months now, and you're still bringing stuff in. So basically, we're gonna monitor it for a month. And then if we don't see any changes for the better, then we're going to abate the property. That's the motion we got. And a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. So you got 30 days to have your son come and clean it up a little bit, or we're going to come in and clean it up for you.
Only left.
Well, the lawnmower.
The lawnmower, the truck, all
The
that.
train plated sitting there.
Does it run?
Yeah, it runs. He just bought him a new truck and that's the only reason why the truck's there, because we got no place to park.
Well, we'll still need to verify that. So it'll need to get moved to where we can verify both the vehicle registration as well as the movement, the operability of it.
And I know the lawnmower's going because I keep something that won't work.
So what do we got next?
Thanks.
Next is Katrina Toon, 2026-52, page 5 of the new cases.
We'll start here with the initial case. This one was a inoperable vehicle. Tall grass and weeds, junk.
Just talking about this vehicle.
Yep, and in the front, that last year, one of the first pictures was the front yard with the weeds. So
With the weeds.
Weeds here. Here. Not, but this right here. Stuff on the side.
Okay, okay. Okay, Katrina, you got 5 minutes to explain your situation.
Vehicle's been taken care of. The weeds and stuff, I'm getting around to it. I've bought 2 reed whackers. Both of them quit on me. I'm in security. I got food, groceries, stuff like that. I don't have enough money to buy another weed whacker when I already got 2 in my garage. It's not working. So I'm redoing the fence and making it a little wider. And then I'm gonna try to get something that will take care of the weeds. So
But the car is gone now.
the car is no longer a problem.
Basically, it's a little bit of trash there.
Yep, and I
That's right here.
Yeah, I can confirm that the vehicle's gone. I was out there doing site surveys in Morristown, and it was one of the ones that was
think we should continue for another month, give her a chance to get one of her weed whackers going or get her spray or something.
To buy a brand new one?
I have two of them. I bought one last year and one the year before last. Both of them quit on me. And, I only have a certain amount of money to go get another one. And if that one quits on me, what am I gonna do?
Have you had any of your neighbors look at your, or do you know anybody that could look at your weed whacker and see if it was like a simple?
I've had my nephew and my brother-in-law look at it. They said, I don't know. So
We have a motion and a second to continue to monitor, give you another month to see if we can get it into progress. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you.
Next case is Jeff Snow, 2026-43.
Okay, where is this?
I don't want to. 43, I'm not sure what happened.
Okay.
But fix that.
I say it's not in here.
It's hilarious.
Seen this one before?
no.
Yeah, we'll get you a new one. It's on my end, I'm sorry.
So where is this property?
This is in Fairland.
Oh, Fairline.
Like I said, we've seen this one before.
Hey, we've seen this one before.
You said last time?
I don't even see it on the,
Yeah, it would be on my end. It's my mistake, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I have to go.
The complaint was tall grass and weeds and junk and trash. Vehicles were tagged, they were inoperable or non-registered.
Not there
The
anymore.
house is vacant and there's still other stuff there.
Out.
The SUV and the truck are gone.
What's gone?
The vehicles are gone.
Vehicles are gone. And would you
And-
consider a repeat case?
If you guys have had it before, yeah. I've not had it out here, but I'll look and see if I had
You
it.
guys have been before the board before, haven't you?
No,
No?
not before the board, no. I've had complaints and took care of it, and then I was good. This is the first time I'm before the board.
All right, well, your 5 minutes starts as how you say the vehicles are gone.
Vehicles are gone, the grass has been mowed, and I'm working on the rest.
And the rest of the trees trimmed or the weeds. knocked
Yeah.
down.
I've got, a lot of that is from, I've got several trees that are down from a storm, and I get those cut, and then I could get the rest of that cleaned up. And like this right here in the front, I had a work injury, so I was down for quite some time, and it got out of hand. But I'm working on that
When can we expect it to be in compliance?
as soon as possible, I hope.
30 days?
In this case, I would recommend that we continue to monitor for another month and hopefully we can dismiss next month.
Second.
I have a first and a second to continue to monitor with the hope that it'll be cleaned up and we can dismiss the case. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Next, Richard Snyder, case 2026-55, page 6 of new cases.
One came in as junk and trash and inoperable or non-registered vehicles. tagged 5 vehicles that were in violation. That's where we're sitting currently.
There's girls went jump back there at 5 vehicles.
And I've been by there and it's not been, when I was doing my site survey, that one car was gone. This one doesn't have any progress to it. So
All right, sir, 5 minutes.
Everything in the pictures is taken care of. I'm not sure when you were there, but the black Honda that's behind the Chevy is and was titled, registered, plated, up to date since October last year. So I'm not sure why that one got tagged.
it looked like it hadn't been moved for a while.
The way the water runs in, everything washes out. That's why the ones behind the garage were buried. Because we get all the water from 52 comes down the alley and washes right into the yard. So it really only takes, I mean, those two right there had been there for a while. But I think the last time I drove that Honda was in March, or it was May. But so it'd been a few months. The orange GMC I inherited from my stepfather when he passed away. And that was the best that we could do with the record driver. Unfortunately, with all this, I had to scrap that, so I don't get to keep that from him anymore. The blue Honda was my mom's. She didn't have room for it when she got a new vehicle. A branch come down, busted the windshield out. So I was doing my best to try to keep it intact for her. Ended up having to scrap that one as well. The Pontiac behind it, which isn't even in any of the pictures, but you can kind of see it on the back of the blue Honda. That one just needed freshened up, really. I mean, it had odds and ends things done to it, but we just didn't keep up on the registration because it needed a little bit of work. That one's been sold. The car trailer, which was tagged, is now plated, registered. It was mobile. Again, I mean, the tires nothing had flat tires either. So I'm sorry, I lied. The orange GMC had flat tires. And you took a picture of the northeast corner of the house for rank vegetation?
No, that's just getting a 360 view of the house.
Okay.
Property.
So what vegetation?
It would have been along the side of the garage there.
Okay.
Well, you are trying to get it in compliance.
If that's all it was, it's done. So I had no guidance to go off of. I left multiple voicemails and tried to call and get a hold of people. And
I have not, this is my first day back to work this week, so I didn't work yesterday for the district. And I've not had a chance to return any phone calls since.
we played phone tag for a couple of days afterwards. And then like I said, I mean, I didn't know really what I was fighting other than the cars.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and like I said, I sent notices out, and if the post office sends it back to my office prematurely, that's on them.
What do those notices contain?
It just goes over what was in violation. It specifically writes down, no, that's the ordinance. It just says, hey, this is where you are, this is your name, address, these are the violations, check mark, gives you the date for your appearance, your board appearance, and it goes about what you can do to correct it.
Okay.
What we can do is I can.
I was going to ask if we could get copies of those.
Yeah, well, if I have it at my office, you got the.
I can't remember if
I'll look
we
and
had
see.
those returned or not.
Yeah, I'll look and see.
I have copies of them in
Yeah,
the
I can
file.
get a copy. If you want to wait, and then after we're done here, you can meet me at my office. We can get you a copy if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. I have photos if you care to see them.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to come up there and get verified pictures. I was just going back over because I always take pictures of the vehicles that I tag.
Mhm.
The black Pontiac, you said it's gone?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the Toyota or Honda?
The blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Honda. It's gone.
And the car hauler that was stuck in the ground?
It's there. It's plated and registered. I have pictures of the registration and plate if you'd like to see that.
And the
Black Honda?
black Honda,
Yeah, that was current when you took the pictures.
it just looked like it was in a spot where it may not have been moved for a while.
I mean, it's in my driveway.
Basically, what I'm seeing here is he's working on it.
Right.
And it's a new case. Maybe you guys ought to get together.
Right.
And go over some of the things that we need to take care of.
I'll make a motion that we continue to monitor for a month, and sounds like we'll be able to dismiss next month's meeting.
Once they get together.
We appreciate you coming in. We're gonna.
Appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, we have a motion and a second to continue to monitor it. Between them, you and Ben can get together and kind of explain what we need to do, and hopefully we can dismiss it next month. Okay?
So I'll have to miss another day work next month.
Well, you don't have to, no.
You don't have to.
Come to
If,
committee.
he's gonna come out and verify pictures,
Okay.
okay? And if he verifies pictures, he's gonna show them to us next board meeting. And if we see it's cleaned up, then we're gonna dismiss the case.
Compliant.
You don't have to be here.
Okay.
Okay? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your effort.
Do you want to meet in the office after this, or do you want me just to bring a copy up to you or send you another?
I'll wait. There's only a few of us left now.
We have a whole bunch.
Yeah,
We'll be here at least.
We'll be here for an hour or so. I wish we were done.
Yeah, well,
I can try and hand deliver it if someone's gonna be there.
the problem is my wife works from home, but her office is where she can't be before being knocked on. So
Really.
When I was there, I said,
This was in our papers.
it's on the,
Oh, this.
it's only because of my phone. It's stupid.
Oh, that's good.
You just stick it in the door,
I can do that.
stick it in the door.
Perfect.
Everything. 11 o'clock.
Well, I need to give it to him. Right,
You don't know.
You can stick it in my door as well.
right. Okay, yeah. Good. We'll make it happen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Anthony Sigmund, 2026-33 on page 11.
Right there. Okay, that's not good.
Off with June here. Tall grass and weeds, junk, trash, tires, inoperable vehicles. July.
Those tires all hold there. Is that okay? There's spare tires. I got to put them in the vehicles?
I gotta be somewhere.
Okay.
They have wheels on them.
They're all red.
So weeds issue.
We took care of now.
Okay, great. These are all still visible, like I said, from.
Rebuilt the engine on that black S10 right now. It's going in.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Rebuilt the engine for that black S10.
Okay.
I was just doing some brake work on that. I blew a brake line.
That's plated out of Ohio, is that right?
A court order title, paperwork's going through right now.
Right. But it's through another state. Is it Ohio?
Yeah, it's Ohio.
It's Ohio. Okay. So there's still some weeds here on the side that need to be taken care of.
There at the corner?
Right there by the house, yeah.
That's not weeds, that's
A tree?
berry.
Okay.
And I've quit my job and ended my relationship. I got about a month left. I can stay off work. It's all gonna get done.
These things won't be gone.
Should be, yeah. I mean, I've got 6 of them plated, so I'm gonna keep those. Anything extra.
You plan on selling them or just driving all 6 of them?
Well, the 6, yeah, they all have different uses. Like Suburban's good for family vacations or going to get like appliances or couch, something that can't get wet on a rainy day. And, a my long bed white truck in the back, that's for taking scrap. And S10, I'd probably get rid of that one. But a car, gas mileage, I got a bike, it's again for gas mileage and joyride.
You think within 30 days, this will all be cleaned up
Yeah.
or licensed and plated and drivable?
Right.
You're not gonna start scrapping from this property, are you?
No, I don't think anything there is,
You said you had a truck for hauling scrap.
well, yeah, what I've been doing is taking it to him, but I think I got all my scrap
That's
cleaned up.
Don't need to take
He
it.
just threw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Take it to his trailer before he's gonna take a load and then
You got too much now.
What about the fire truck?
our truck is ready to, engine transmission pulled out, got an engine transmission put in.
Is it plated?
Yeah. It's still got,
Does it run? Does it operate?
as soon as I get the engine put in it.
And
That's
technically,
where he had
yes,
his
his
first fire truck.
flywheel broke.
Yeah,
Would crank it over a few teeth, it would start and run, but
I don't think this is a planning commission deal because the last time the young guy was in here, he was working on vehicles for people. And they were kind of bartering, trading work for different things. Maybe he had a carpenter do something to the house and he did something to the truck or some kind of situation. But I don't know that he ever went and got zoning to work on vehicles or run a car lot or whatever it is going on there, but
denied for any kind of mechanic shop, zoning change, I don't wanna do that. You gotta sell 110 a year to be a dealership, so
and when are you gonna empty out your yard and just have a residence?
this month. That's the plan. I'm 100% dedicated to it.
I will give you a month. I'll make a motion that we continue to monitor for a month. Hopefully in a month, everything will be gone and it'll be a home and a residence, not a workplace, not a scrapyard, not a car dealership,
Museum.
anything. Yeah, it'll be cleaned up and a residence.
Okay. I have a motion to continue. Do I have a second? I have a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
That was just like straight forward. Start a loop. Yeah, it's fine.
Number one.
Strange.
Yeah. Start here, June. Since while the abatement was going on. July.
Oh, boy, I didn't think I'd ever seen that.
Yep. Yep,
That's all. That's 40, 50 years worth of junk.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got it all done and the guy now is able to maintain it with his lawnmower and looks pretty good.
I'll make dismiss.
I'll make the motion, we dismiss.
I'll second it.
I have a first and second to dismiss the case. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hallelujah.
Great.
And news for Sunday, he moved up.
Yeah. That brings us up to 2020.
We got another one.
Get rid of 2023 within 2 years.
So June, abatement was in progress. And yeah, so this is the post abatement picture. Much different. Much different.
Very good. That'll make the people happy.
Yep.
Move to dismiss.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to dismiss. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. On.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that one, I did
Two out of
Yeah, several people from Bogstown talking to me like, hey, thank you for doing, so to the board as well, it wasn't just one person's effort, so.
Won't be getting any phone calls from town.
Any news with Abby?
So Joey can speak to that. Kind of
Joey?
situation we're sitting in.
So there had, I think, at the last board meeting, there's been a hearing set on our complaint with the court. Prior to that hearing, actually that same morning, Abby and her friend stopped by my office. And they made a proposal that they would clean it up on their own in 60 days. If it wasn't cleaned up, there would be an agreed judgment entered, and then we can just go in and abate. So I talked to Lisa and Ben. It sounded like it was gonna take at least that for our contractor to get out there, so we decided to give them the 60 days. If it's not cleaned up, like I said, we will just enter an order and then our contractor will go in and clean it up.
Well, I think it was a great deal you was able to make.
I think that's wonderful. So we just have to have a motion to continue, right?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to continue.
Second. A motion to continue and a second. All in favor, say aye. Motion carried.
D&V properties here. Start off with June. July. Kind of a similar situation. Grass and junk. Trailer really hasn't had a lot of progress to it either. They're just, I think, situations, I think they're just kind of stuck. He works a lot. She's not, apparently has the capability to mow the yard. So, but they have had progress made. It's just not a lot.
We went forward, now it's going backwards. Well, not technically backwards.
Yeah.
Just the grass.
So has the vehicles been tagged? Are they ready to tow?
So the vehicles are all plated,
All good?
operable. Yeah.
So if we abated the property, there wouldn't be much besides mowing and
Clean
trimming.
trash.
Yeah, and getting rid of the trash already.
So what do we do in that case if, you know, with the trailer of trash sitting there, do they just take the trash off the trailer? Or take the whole trailer?
No, it's a new one for me. I don't know. I mean,
Is the trailer plated and operable?
everything is plated and yeah. They just put the trash on there. And I walked around with Leah in the back and I said, hey, what about this? She didn't know it was back there, but there was, I find another slide here. This right here, there's boxes and other trash right there that I made her aware of. So I'm not sure their trash disposal system. I don't know if they have someone that comes to get it or they take it to the dump or what they do, but
Is it worse than in the beginning?
no, there's been
But there
progress made.
has been progress.
Yeah, because initially the yard was much taller and there was
At one time,
vehicles
there
in
were
the
4 or 5
yard.
vehicles in the yard.
Yeah,
Front
Have
yard.
you talked to D&V properties?
at one point, but I've been specifically communicating with, basically with Leah. I've done
Because
some.
if we would abate the property, they're gonna pay for it.
Right.
So,
Right.
When we can't get progress,
yeah,
what
that's,
else do we do besides
we'll
fine?
either find them or abate it, they're gonna pay for it, so,
Right.
I would think they would put some,
Well, and there had been talk at one time that this family was gonna move to another state or somewhere else, and that hasn't
To a
happened.
condo, somebody mow their yard for them.
Yeah, so I just don't know. I mean, I've been in good contact. Every time I've been to the property, I've spoken with either Leah or Tim. Usually it's Leah because she's the one that's there. I walk around with her and tell her what needs to happen.
nothing's really happening now.
She understands. It just seems like when I get there, this is kind of the situation I see almost every time.
Bad enough to abate or just send a fine and encourage them to get after it.
Or send them a pre-abatement. We are coming to clean it up if you don't do it. I don't, you guys. It seems like we've hit a wall.
Something needs to.
Yeah,
spur
we gotta get
this.
somebody's attention.
Just go to the owner's house at Louis Briar.
I would almost go pre-abatement. Let D&V,
Let them know that we're coming.
we're coming, they're gonna pay for
So if we don't see good progress by next month, then we're gonna abate the property at the next meeting.
Send a pre-abatement notice.
So, yeah, make sure D&P,
Right.
obviously.
In other words, if it's not cleaned up by next month, we're gonna clean it.
Yeah.
Good.
That's my motion in a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Saber Investments. So this is up for abatement and Jody procured it's not, what is it called? I just lost what it's called. The notice from the court.
Do the judgment.
Judgment, thank you, for assistance from the sheriff's department. I actually just spoke with the sheriff's department yesterday. We have it scheduled, actually, I spoke with them last week, then I spoke with them again yesterday, but we have this scheduled for the abatement to start and finish on Friday. But I did find out yesterday that the Saber Investment Group just took possession of the property yesterday. So I was gonna talk with Jody to see about what we want to do, and I asked them about a timeline of when they could get it cleaned up. They don't have one yet. So right now it's, do we clean it up? Do we continue with it since they've got possession now? Or do we wait for them to?
Still living in the house.
He apparently was evicted. That's what I'm saying, that they have full
Go ahead and
possession.
get it now. It can be cleaned up and he's not gonna be there to cause an issue.
That's what I've been told, yeah.
I think we owe it to the neighbors to clean it and not wait on.
So we've already spent the money to do the legal stuff too.
Right.
Right.
So
I think we ought to continue with our process.
Friday, yeah.
you agree with that, Jody?
Yeah.
Okay. The motion to continue the abatement and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
There's the Etheridge property on Bogstown Road. June. All grass and weeds, junk. There's July. He does have that plated now. He's working on getting that sold. This vehicle's still there. He had an injury, so he has not been able to do as much as he's wanted to. I think the plan is still to get this fixed and removed, but it's been there for several months now.
Plated, it's not operable, right?
It's plated though, yeah, but it's not.
Okay.
It was tagged at one point, yeah, but then I think the board had voted to give more time.
So he came in here. A couple
Yeah,
of times.
he's been
It's been in there.
Yeah,
The looks of that frame could be, that car could be totaled.
yeah.
It's like he hit pretty hard.
I followed a vehicle like that the other
That
day.
back tire's kind of
Yeah.
pointing out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that being.
I was behind a vehicle like that the other day. He was taking up both lanes.
Sorry about that.
It was in the passing lane.
What are we gonna do, gentlemen?
This progress is a little slow, isn't it?
Yes, and he's had his injury. He had his wife can't really do much outside either, and the friend of his that has been helping him has not been helping him as much recently. So I'm not sure what the best course of action would be.
How long is he going to be healing?
Well, I think it's back surgery is what I think he told me.
It's going to be a while.
Or a back, it's a back injury.
It's been a year, 7 of 25.
Yeah. And the friend is Jesse Gephardt that's been helping him. So
been going on for years, gonna go on for a long time since.
It's not been enough improvement to not step in and help, has it?
No.
I think this may have had a pre-abatement at one point. Look that up real quick.
We got a pre-abatement on it one time.
See.
We put her on there again. Do it.
Don't recall.
You know, I hate to be skeptical, but we've had, how many people say they have injury, don't have back surgery?
They're only healthy when they bring it in. They can never get it out.
I mean,
And
do we ever get to a point where we ask for a doctor's,
Got a medical excuse?
yeah, a medical excuse? I don't know. I mean, what, that's 3 or 4 this morning.
Yeah.
It's expensive, period. I mean, do you want to pay fines or do you want to pay to have it cleaned up?
Yeah.
If you want to hang on to this stuff, you're going to pay fines.
Yeah.
If you can let it go, you're going to pay to get it going.
Yeah.
That's a story.
And I'm all for willing to help if they have, you know, and more
If they're
time.
reasonable to work with.
So in November 26th of 25, pre-abatement notice was sent via certified letter. At the 25th meeting, motion was made by David Wheeler to send a pre-abatement notice. So that was sent on the 26th.
What was the date on that?
November.
February 24th said no change on the property. Motion by David Wheeler, notify the property owner if not compliant at next meeting, the property would be ordered for abatement. Here.
They're coming to the meetings.
March 24th, Mr. Etheridge appeared before the board. There's been little progress. Motion by Richard Lindemood that must be significant progress made in 1 more month.
All on us.
Yeah. We have to carry out what we said we do.
We already said it, so I think we needed to.
April was continued to monitor. May was continued to monitor because there's been progress made. June was continued to monitor.
I think. I make a motion, we go ahead and abate it since we have said we would.
We've said it many times.
And
Several times.
there has not been
Extended it.
significant progress made, and it doesn't, it's been going on for a year.
Yeah, I have a motion to abate and a second.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
They decide.
We're gonna go ahead and start the abatement.
Divorce stop.
Jeannie Moore here on Short Blue Road. I didn't go back out there this month. We're gonna go out on 31st. You know, I'm gonna meet with the attorney and the occupant out there and just go over what all needs to be cleaned up yet.
Yet?
Yet.
I didn't see anything cleaned up.
Well,
This is the one that's tied up in court.
Yeah, this is, yeah, okay, and.
He's trying to get him out of the property.
She's trying to get him out, but in the meantime, the occupant has retained counsel and the attorney is willing to help us and try to get it cleaned up. So that's who's gonna meet then on Friday.
We got 2 different cases going. there.
Yes, we have the
Okay.
compliance case and then there's also one in litigation that doesn't involve us.
Okay, all right.
I'll make a motion that we continue to monitor.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to continue. All in favor, say aye. Motion carried.
Ryan Reed. This one again is set for an abatement.
Thus far, this is gone, all this is gone. The car's still there. He's turned around, he's working on that. He lost his van, which was the drug car. I probably shouldn't say. It stalled right in the middle of Pleasure Valley.
Oh.
And so the sheriff looked at it. It had a false plate on it, so they towed that one in. So he's been moving stuff, but you have this still car and you're still gonna have problems there.
It's
Go ahead and go on with the abatement.
Yeah.
Get it done.
That's my motion to continue the abatement.
Motion to continue. A second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Back lane property here on 800 North. June.
All this, right?
Yeah, his mom and himself inherited the big mess. So there's July. There's not been a lot of progress. Sorry for that blurry picture. I did speak with Logan over the phone. He said he's going to try and get some more done over the weekend. As we remember, the back property was pretty covered with vehicles initially. And it's been cleaned up. So he's basically working that would be from like the south to the north, but there's just a lot there to go through. So he's been in good communication with me. He's been making progress. This last month wasn't as much.
Is this his full-time job, cleaning this up?
No, he works somewhere else. I'm not sure where, but this is his mom's property. And his mom recently, within the last year or two, became a widow. So he's been helping her when he can. And
You like to inherit that?
Well,
How long should we? When do we give him some help? He's helping his mother.
right.
She can't do any of this more than likely, being vehicles that need towed without tires and wheels.
Right.
do you think he's making enough progress to continue it?
I do. I mean, with the progress that he's made in that back pasture area, I think he has. Like this last month, there wasn't as much, but I don't. I'm not as inclined to ding him on this last month's lack of progress.
A lot of heat.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
For me, I weigh it as the people that don't communicate with me, don't really take it seriously, and then I take the ones that have in the past that are good communicators and they're wanting to do more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Falls into this category.
I agree.
So I'm more like, let's give him some grace, but
Move to continue to monitor.
A motion to continue in a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We're gonna live there.
Jackson here on Maple. Well, I just.
This place is vacant, correct?
Correct. Our number 2 contractor that came in and did a real good job.
I make a motion to dismiss.
Second.
A motion and a second to dismiss the case, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We've got enough work for 2 contractors now.
We do. No stuffing. All right, Dwayne Armstrong here on Clark Lane. June. Why? Not been a lot of progress here. Still trash in the backyard or back porch, weeds. So I found where the boat went. It went from that part and it just got moved to this part of the yard. With some weeds that need to be taken care of.
You talked to him?
This last time I did not, but the month before I did. I spoke with him for like 15 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes or something like that, and explained to him what was going on. At that time, there'd been progress made from May to June, and from June to July, there hasn't been as much. So he is aware of what needs to happen. He's one of those that is in bad health as well and has, I think, his grandson that's maybe helping him. His grandson's probably 30, so I think he's. But I don't know his grandson's work schedule, if he's having to work a lot or.
I'll make a motion that we send a pre-abatement notice that at our next meeting, between he and his grandson can't get placed in shape, we will.
I have a motion for a pre-abatement. And a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Got Buckland here on Sycamore Road. June. The issues here are still tall grass and weeds and junk. There's July. He moved the dishwasher outside. I think he's looking at just giving it away, but it was there when I was there. Tall grass and weeds still inside as well as in the back. He did deal with some of them, but there's still more there to go, and there's still junk and scrap on the side. I was going to try to make contact with him at the door, but when I was leaving, the property owner or a neighbor in that area motioned for me to come over and talk. He wanted to give me a warning that this individual was not happy with me and would want to cause me physical harm if I was caught on his property. So I just took that as a notification, or I took that as information, and I thought maybe I'd send a letter to him, something, instead of trying to make contact at the door.
Just tell him that we're gonna have a pre-abatement notice sent to him and that if it's not cleaned up at our next meeting, that we'll send the sheriff's department and a contractor over to clean it up.
That's good. I'll second it.
Did you get all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
All in
you.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. I agree with it.
We're not gonna take threats,
We're not taking
even from
threats.
neighbors,
No threat.
secondhand threats.
Marlena York here on Brandywine Road. It's June. July. So I spoke with the son early in either late June or early July. Told him what was going on. He wasn't real happy about it. Then I spoke with the parents and they explained to me that there's some issues going on with their son, that he's not capable of doing some stuff right now. They're working as much as they can on getting stuff cleaned up, but he's made more of a mess than they've been able to clean up. I spoke with them, and they said they're going to continue to work on the property as much as they can. They're trying to go out there as often as they can, but they're also older folks and they're not able to do as much, but they are going to get on it, and they're going to try and keep their son from causing as much of a mess as possible.
Trying to live out there or something?
So another note is that they did say they are going to get rid of that RV. They're not waiting any longer for whoever it was to give them the title. So they're just going to get it removed on their own. I don't know if there's someone living out there. I think probably, but I don't have 100% evidence, proof of life of that. So
Is that trailer tagged?
I did tag that, and I explained to them at the time that this was back on the property. They didn't know it was back on the property, and I said, hey, it still doesn't have a plate on it. It could be impounded at any point in time. And so they're aware of that. They were going to work on this trailer and the RV because both of those were tagged by me months ago. But I think they're fighting multiple battles here.
Understood, and they've been here a couple different
Yes.
times and they seem to want the property cleaned up as bad as we do.
Yes.
You thinking?
They're like this.
And if the son's causing them issues, he would cause our contractor issues.
Something has to be done.
Pre-abatement and then,
I know that if we need the sheriff's department, we'll have a contractor and sheriff to secure the property.
you know,
Could be the best, man.
And if they want to come back and they want to tell us they're working and we see some improvement, we can postpone.
but you got tons of tires, you got all that wood, you got,
And
so
there's a lot of work there.
there's a lot of work there. Move to
Pre-abatement
pre-abate,
notice?
yeah, move to pre-abate.
A motion and a second to pre-abate the property.
If those vehicles are there, do you want me to go ahead and impound those?
Yeah, because you tagged them more than 20 days ago, they can go ahead and go.
Yeah, because I think at one point, board had voted to hold on all
Actually
action.
was trying to get a title of this, that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just gotten worse though.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse.
Sure.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So pre-abatement, and if those vehicles are there, impound. Okay.
You got something tagged 20 days, go get it.
We voted on that, correct?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Patrick Black down 252.
No changes there.
Yeah.
June, no change. I went out there with the contractor. We had set up a time to go out, start working on the abatement. July. No change. I met him at the property. He found out that we were coming and pushed back. I spoke with his friend for probably 20, 30 minutes outside of the property, down the road, told him what needed to happen. He understands. He's trying to get Patrick to stop buying cars. He just bought another one in the last 2 months, or actually, no, I'm sorry, last month.
You got a new one
Just got
sitting there on a trailer.
Yep, it just came. So he's pushing back. So now I sent that to Jody to start legal action. That's where we're sitting right now.
Clean it up, empty it.
Yeah. All in favor, say aye to continue.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Jody's gonna hand it.
Have you voted on the legal action? I would include that in your vote as well. Because I think that was in between the last meeting. So if you could include to proceed with legal action in your.
Make a motion that we do whatever it takes to get this property in compliance.
From a legal standpoint.
That'll work.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Yeah.
Here's Amroy property on 252, June. You're gonna see July here in just a second. So this is the next property for contractor to work on. Since Patrick Black's on hold, we're gonna work on this. This one's gonna be a big one. I didn't actually understand how much was actually here until I walked down the lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this will be the next one, and I'll have our contractors get started on that, hopefully yet this week, maybe next week, just because of other abatements that we have scheduled for this, but this will be one of the next ones we tackle.
Very good.
Make a motion to continue with abatement.
Motion and a second. To continue with the abatement. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
The Bowling residents here on 252, start with June. There's been progress made from month to month to month. The only issue was the van. It's still there. Weeds are getting a little out of control, and there's still some junk and trash that need to be taken care of. I did speak with Mr. Bowling at the property. He said that the insurance company has been telling them that they were going to come and get it, come and get it, come and get it. He's saying that they are supposed to be there August 18th to get the van. And then at that point, that will be gone. I encouraged him to get a voucher. Did he call the office for a voucher?
Not that I recall.
Right. I gave him all the information about that. He seemed to be really interested in that to get rid of some of the other trash that he has. And then I told him to call me when the van was gone so I could come down and verify that. And that's where we're sitting currently on this property.
Oh, guess what?
18th.
Well, that would be before our next meeting. I recommend we continue to monitor for one more month, and at that point, we'll deal with the van if it's still there.
Have a motion? Second. A second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
For trust, June. Yeah, it's south of Morristown, but yes. Freeport. It's July. I just got one or two pictures of this one just because of safety concerns, but this was sent to legal. There's really not been
Freeport, is it?
Yeah, it's
Down in Freeport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this property. Okay.
we had started impounding. This has been going on for several months. Had an issue with one vehicle was operable. They came down and got it, and they left. And they said it was not operable and it was our fault. So this is where we're sitting right now.
And this one has been filed, the lawsuit's been filed, the answer date, it expires this week. So assuming there's no response filed, we'll seek a judgment this week. We should have that before the next meeting.
Judgment will let us go ahead and continue the abatement.
Yes.
Okay, make a motion.
I'll second. Go ahead. Go.
I'm on the second.
I make a motion, we continue to monitor.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
There's the Deutsch properties here in June. There's been progress made from May to June.
Oh, graffiti.
Yeah, it's about the same, but
You haven't got that taken off yet?
yeah, and this one is, you can see it from 74. And a lot of people have talked to me about that. And I said, hey, there's only so much that we can do. Here's July. There's really not been a lot of progress. If you note straight ahead, there's still the same tires that were there from before. I think they did a lot from May to June. I think maybe, I believe this guy owns multiple properties. I think he's in that property management business, and that he got so far with this one and went on to his next one. There's not a lot here that needs to be done. I mean, they're maintaining the yard. They need to get rid of the rest of the junk and the tires and some other trash here. But outside of that, that's kind of,
To me, the easiest thing to have done would have been get rid of the graffiti.
Exactly.
right.
And Busy is our second contractor.
Well, but that, I don't know if that would fit with us.
Yeah, that doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Can't really modify the home, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Have you,
Unless they take action, but.
you contact him?
Yeah, I can call them.
Neighbors can do it
Yeah.
without having repercussion.
Why don't you tell him that if he doesn't get this in compliance, we're gonna fine him. If he's in property management here, he probably doesn't want to be spending any more money than he has to.
So really, to get in compliance, he needs to get rid of the block, the tires and the skids.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trash along the garage area.
Can't mention the graffiti in
Oh,
our,
you could definitely recommend that he take care of that.
Yeah.
This doesn't fall under our.
Because in my mind, he probably says, well, I got all that good. I've got it straightened up,
It's not straight there.
you know,
Right.
but in probably in his mind, well, that's gonna work.
the graffiti next month costs him $5,000.
Oh, yeah. it is. Yeah.
That's your motion?
It's my motion.
So
If it's not in compliance at the
By
next
next
meeting,
month, we're going to
we're
fine
gonna
him
fine him
$5,000.
$5,000.
for the abatement as well.
What is that?
Well,
Or,
if the pre-abatement won't cover up the graffiti.
right, I would say, do we want to do the pre-abatement in the 5,000? I'm just clarifying.
Well, you know what? I think that'd probably be wise, don't you?
You think it'll help?
I think it'll be wise, yeah.
I would think, yeah, I just thought the fine would get his attention.
It'll get his
If
attention,
he's a
but the
property-
pre-abatement too, that way it's in motion and we can get that done.
We have a motion to pre-abate and a $5,000 fine.
I think that was made.
At the next month meeting, $5,000.
Yeah.
Right.
That's 25.
Yeah, that all in favor say aye.
Aye.
I only see one eye. Aye, okay. Motion carried.
I didn't.
I was making my notes.
I know.
I was thinking,
That just can't stand. That's gotta go.
Jesse Gephardt here on Grant Street in Bogstown. Here's June. That's when I talked to him last. July, really don't see much progress at all. This vehicle is outside of the fence. It's been in a impound or some sort of yard. It's been crashed. It might be operable. It does have a current plate on it, but it's over here. You notice the weeds are, some of them are over 10 inches tall this side. This one's an ongoing issue with, I mean, it's been going on for a while, so.
This one we cleaned, it was cleaned up. It got a mess again. He came back and cleaned it up. But it's still,
he said there's a lot of excuses. He's gonna get a lot.
then we find a new car and and another new car showed up.
This is the kind of case that generally, if you put a fine on and it continues month to month until it's cleaned, they generally clean them a little quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, want to fine you this much a month until it's clean, and then every month they just start racking up.
You know, all he's got is $100 repeat fund.
Well, April 28th, a motion by David Wheeler to fine $1,000 plus fees and start the abatement process. That was April 28th. May 1st, I met Jesse at the property. He's been working on the fence and adding to it. I told him that the fence won't stop the abatement or keep him from being in violation. May 27th, he appeared before the board. Front of the property cleaned up, appears everything is behind the fence, but still visible from the road. Motion by David Wheeler to delay the abatement for 1 month. June 23rd, he appeared before the board. There has been progress made on the property, and motion by David Wheeler to continue to monitor. And that's where we're sitting.
I'd say we
Time to go back to
go
April.
back to April.
So continue with the abatement.
Payment $1,000 fine.
Is that fine continued every month until?
Well, it didn't say.
No, it just was the one.
It said I think it originally was a one-time fine plus abatement. So that, you got those two costs together.
Do I need to send another abatement notice?
I would, given the passage of time.
Right, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll second his motion.
so we're going to abate the property and a $1,000 fine once.
Yes, one, yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Rick Henson here in Waldron. June. I'd spoken with him a couple different times. I sent him a certified letter. His letter was returned to me. I need to try to make contact with him and actually drop it off at his house. July, really no change. I explained to him the voucher program. I explained to him what needed to happen. He's still got tires, still got tall grass and weeds, still got some trash out here in the back. He had made progress from when it first started. So back in April, and then there was progress made from April to May, and then May to June, not really much, and then from June to July, virtually nothing. So that's where we're sitting right now.
Have you talked to him any at all?
I spoke with him, it's been a month ago or so, and I walked around the property at that point, told him what needed to happen. But this last month I had not.
And he's,
I could reach out, but I've.
I mean, what kind of inclination did he give you?
He seemed to want to start on it. He understood. He was more like, oh, I know where this came from, the complaint. You know, my neighbor and I have an issue with each other, but I mean, I gave him, I let him have I walked around, I told him all violations. Again, here's his certified letter that came back to me. He doesn't have this, but he has me walking around with him. And I don't know if this was on body cam or not.
He's a younger guy, isn't he?
Yeah. He's probably maybe just a little older than me. He might be in his early 40s.
What do you think? Pre-abatement?
Okay. Yes. Well, it's still fine.
What do you think?
$500.
It's not cleaned up.
Make a motion that, we fine him $500 if it's not cleaned up by the next meeting.
That fine would come in August.
Yes.
August 25th, we'll start the fine.
Yeah, the fine will go into effect.
$500 one time or
Until.
I would say until.
Until compliant.
Pre-abatement or no? Just
No, just don't do it.
Just
Just see if that'll get his attention.
okay, so I have a motion, to,
You give him
he's
a
got
month.
30 days,
He's got 30 days to get it in compliance.
or we'll
We'll
fine
fine
him
him $500 until he gets in compliance.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
That seems to really add up.
Yeah, we'll add up.
Well, that's what I said. You gotta get their attention one way or the other.
Clark residents here on Eagle Nest Court. They'd made a lot of progress from May to June, and then here's July. They've made continue more progress. A lot of the wood is gone that's here from months ago. Still dealing with some weeds, still dealing with some trash. I spoke with them about the RV. The owner of the RV got in contact with me late last week. He said that they're still waiting on some title work. The issue is with California, and then apparently this is either a 60s or 70s model RV. They're hard to find the VIN. It's not a standard 17 number VIN, so there's just more hurdles. This originally, I guess, was in a storage unit, in a enclosed storage unit, and it was brought here, and it looks like they may move it from here to another storage unit in the near future. So the owner of the RV is aware of it. He and I have been in contact. The property owner and I have been in contact about this issue. He's aware of it, and that's where we're sitting currently.
This seems to be,
Yeah, there was some trash. I don't know if they were just getting ready for trash day because they had a lot of trash that was piled up right there. So I'm not sure. They have some sort of trash service. I don't know if it was tomorrow, like the day after I was there.
but they're still working with you.
Yeah. He's been here at least once or twice.
Yeah, I remember when they were here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue to monitor?
Please.
Yep. Motion to continue to monitor.
I have a motion and a second to continue to monitor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Dennis Wood here in Brookville Road, June. In this property, whatever maintenance is happening to it is being done by the neighbors to the east and west of it. There's July, about the same. Grass has been cut. That's because of the neighbors. Same junk and trash is here. He was here last month with a family member. I believe at the time there was just more time given, but it's not being inhabited at all. This is where we're sitting.
Neighbor's the only one taking care of the place.
Yeah, the ones to the east and west are basically splitting the property, mowing it, or taking turns mowing it, so there's not an issue with their property.
The motion that we abate the property to help each neighbor.
I'll second
And I
that.
have a motion to abate the property. All in favor, say aye. Motion carried.
Trudy Hogan on North 9. Initial case, tall grass and weeds, junk and trash. It's July. This is after the abatement.
Trudy,
She actually just left me a voicemail in my office, at my office yesterday. And so I just called her back. Yes.
she thinks she can, hopefully she can keep it mowed now. We won't have to do it every month.
I'm gonna call her back today.
Yeah.
But when the contractor got out there the first time, or to do it, he noticed an open door, had the sheriff's truck come out, cleared the house, everything seemed fine, and then they continued the abatement. So this is all post abatement.
Hopefully there's not going to be a squatter if they
Right.
somebody's taking care of it.
Yeah.
Looks good. I make a motion to dismiss.
Second. Motion to dismiss. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Rose property on West 44. June.
Oh, I remember this one.
So this is a unique one. The house is not inhabitable. It's had a lot of issues, flooding. I mean, it had a fire. It's had someone trying to live in the garage. The owner actually came to my office. We talked. She sent a letter to myself and to Lisa, one that neither one of us had ever received before, but it was a thank you note for our help in getting the property cleaned up and getting her the information. This is July. It appears that someone is back out there either attempting to live there or something. I did speak with her and she's aware of the issue. I spoke with her about the concern from the neighbor. She's aware of that as well. But she's also dealing with her house that had a fire in Nineveh, I think it was. So she's dealing with that, but she is working on this, but she's also in her mid 80s and she's doing the best she can. She is trying to find someone that can maintain the grass and cut all that down for her. I've got a couple of names I can send to her, but so that's where we're sitting currently. She's been in good communication. I feel sorry for her.
Is she aware of who's in the house?
Well, she's aware. Her son is the one that's kind of facilitating a lot of this. I don't think it's her son that's the one that's living there, but I think it's a friend of his. Yeah, so.
Did we abate the property for her?
No, it's been, yeah, no, it's just been. There was vehicles that I had tagged. I think the boat I had tagged, it's still there, so it could go at any point. The other issue was that this had a gate on it that was locked, and sometimes the lock is on, sometimes it's not. This one, I had to park on the driveway and walk way back down there to get to it. So it's a little bit of a shit issue.
Yeah. What do I do, gentlemen?
We abate it. She's gonna have costs. She doesn't have, it's a sticky situation. She is 80 some years old. She had a house fire. And son's the one that I think is helping cause the problem. I feel for her. I mean, like I said, she sent Lisa and I a thank you note, which we've never had before.
But this is not helping the neighbors out.
No.
Didn't we say something about somebody doing drugs out of there?
Yeah, that
and
was-
across the street.
That was the big problem, was
The people that are inhabited, if we abate the property, there
That's
wouldn't
not
be
gonna-
anything left for them to hang out there for, would they?
And there's a lot,
Okay, cleaner place from that.
a lot of the property there needs to be mowed. I mean, it's very overgrown. It would be very costly, I think. But, and I mean, Robert, do you know much about, have you heard anything about this property recently?
All I know is, it's pretty bad when homeless people won't live in a house. That's that bad, right? So kind of have to worry about that issue.
Is that something?
But even if you tore the barn down, they've got tents out there the last couple of days.
Tents?
Yeah.
So,
And these bicycles are new. I didn't know any kids were out there unless that guy, they took his truck away when he got arrested a few months
And can
back.
you see this from the road?
No.
No.
And the gate had a lock on it, but you can just push the latches. Yank it. But yeah, well, they came last month. And the guy was walking in the yard. Come to find out about a week later, they were just strolling the property in a van. So that if you look at the driveway on the pictures, somebody got a little tipsy and instead of coming this way, they followed the creek bed, went under the bridge on 44, onto the people that were here complaining about it, drove on their property up their creek and got stuck. And so it's been there since the time she seen that guy.
Oh, really?
So she called the sheriffs and they had Ross come out, get way back in there, but they got the rest.
is that a property that should be removed?
Condemned.
Like I say, the county, even if they had fun, that won't keep those people from going there.
Cause they'll just.
They do bonfires, they got tents, they brought in trailers. We keep chasing them out. Now, the latest thing is they're making that a living area right there to the left of the garage.
Right.
We're trying, but the bicycles are new. I've never seen kids out there unless those guys are riding those bikes.
When is the sheriff's department out there?
Not very, only she says, I go, you got to call because she says they shoot guns. And I go, that's not us. Do drugs. Again, not us. He called sheriff's department. Yeah. I told her and she knows that even if we tore the house out, they're not in there anyway. And like you said, the Roses didn't live high on the hog in the first place and they're real old.
What in the world can we do for those neighbors?
Mary's just gonna have to get the restraining order on those that, I know their name, Paul, the son, and the guy, the other guy. Those are the two that I know of. Paul usually up with his mom and dad.
And every time I've been there, there's been no one there.
Yeah. Well, he's in jail for a while.
I hate to let it sit, but I hate to get it cleaned up to make it easier for people to get back there,
And the only people I know have been back there are those two.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and they got on one neighbor across the road.
You can't see it from the road.
Yeah.
Could you if it was mowed?
Probably.
You'd have to cut the woods down.
Yeah, I don't.
You gotta go through the woods to get there.
I think when fall comes, you can see them, they're better.
Doesn't sound like that would deter people from going back there. That's their new spot. I just wish we had an answer to help the neighbors.
Yeah, she needs to put it up for sale or something. I mean, do something.
She can't maintain
And
it,
nobody can rebuild really there because it's in the floodplain.
Floodplain, yeah.
so it's not gonna sell.
Well, I tried to get them to get the house repaired 20 years ago. Now they hadn't had electricity since.
So you think the neighbors is more about the
Drug.
drugs than,
People hanging out.
Homeless or
and
whatever.
than the actually
The
looking
bonfires at night and not loud, I guess.
loud music and all that.
More a sheriff's department issue than ours.
Yeah.
Which
And if we find it and find it and find it.
And I don't have any reports. Jody, you might
With anyway.
see if you could see any reports about this property to the sheriff's department. Because I don't know if she's actually called them or not, you know, besides that vehicle being in the ditch.
I'm just real reluctant to clean it up.
I am too, 'cause like I said, right now you can't see it and it's not, what good's it going to do?
So approximately how long is the lane and you go through a woods, you say?
So if you're on your way to like Greenwood on 44, it's the last bridge, the new one they did. So the bridge is right on the county line. So when you cross that bridge, they're right to the right.
You have to go down,
That's the
down
entrance road.
off the 44, you go down into a pretty,
Yeah.
50 foot.
You would never notice it, you know, nobody does. But the thing is, the neighbors across the street kind of see down the driveway.
Cause I was the one.
And they object to those people back there shooting guns. I don't blame them.
Well, I don't blame them either.
We need to make a decision. What are we gonna do, guys? The Sheeto, I mean,
She don't care about the grass mowing. She just wants to get them people.
yeah, I mean, it's out,
But that's not ours.
I know it's not that, told her she go ahead and get
it's
it.
their own family technically, right?
Yeah.
So. Any advice from an attorney?
That neighbor needs to call the sheriff every night.
Yeah, every time it happens, yeah.
A civil matter between.
Yes.
At this point.
It's a private nuisance within two, I mean,
Jody, would we be better off to dismiss it as to continue it every month since our hands are pretty well tied?
Well, I mean, at this point, Ben's been out there and there's violations, right? I don't know if you could dismiss it with active violations. So there needs to be, they clean it up, or we, I think, at this point.
Anything he's tagged, it's been 20 days, go ahead and remove.
I can do that, yeah. I mean, like, the only issue is that are the weed, like, we're still dealing with these weeds and grass that are over 10 inches tall. Like I said, this is a real.
it's more than 150 feet from the neighbor's house, which is clearly all of 100 yards away.
Yeah. Well, and that residence too.
You just want to kick it down the road and just continue to monitor it?
Oh.
Yeah, so probably some action needs to take place.
There's a lot
Gonna be
of junk
good
out.
prior. I mean, none of it's gonna be good because she's, you know, like, I'm not trying to like super advocate for her, but she's in a bad spot. So I mean, if we find her, it's gonna be back on that. It's in a bad spot.
I can't dismiss it.
If her son and the people stay out there, she's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Well, this junk in front of the barn needs cleaned up or down in the barn.
She even knows.
He needs to be made aware of it.
She's just,
I don't know how we.
Well, that's when I have to.
it's gonna be.
Well, can we specify just around the barn though? I mean, with it being a woods in the approach, can we just specify to abate?
What if we just clean the trash up out of that? And since it's not habitable, the weeds wouldn't be really a problem, would they?
We know, yeah, I mean, no one's supposed to be residing there. So
Yeah.
I think
If we just clean this trash up.
Well, I mean, what if just around the barn?
That's
Just
what I'm
knock-
saying.
Yeah, just knock all these weeds down here and then the 8-foot weeds over on the other one over here.
If we do abate it by just knocking the weeds down. Asking this question out loud, wouldn't that make it more visible for people to see what's going on back there? Which would allow us more reports, sheriff calls?
No, because the roadside, that is all woods. It's all like pretty much.
Going by the state of Indiana, there's a right of way.
So
You got the river.
I guess if we did do more of the weeds in here, it would be more visible once you got down there to see if there was someone there. But the problem is this is gonna continue. like just a one-time abatement.
Yeah, and that's gonna.
Is there a designated yard that could be,
On the GIS map, it does show.
it could be
Mind pull it
what
up.
we considered a yard and barn lot or whatever, abate?
Yeah, I'm just saying this kind of,
Just a little bit, so.
but
just enough
not,
done-
but not here, you know.
Just enough done so we could dismiss.
I agree with Lisa, we don't want to just look at this every month. The biggest problem is out of our control.
Yeah.
As far as the issue of people back there and problems they're causing. We're concerned about the junk and the weeds and the boat that's not gonna play.
And I don't know, I know Desiree was involved somewhat way, I don't know. If they're doing anything, have you, and that probably go in Jody's other hat. You know, I don't know if she's had anything or done anything or had time.
It's. It tells you about where.
Did the neighbors, were they the ones that originally complained about the property?
No. Yeah, who that was. I probably could tell you.
No, it's supposed to be anonymous.
Right.
It's gonna make it more visible.
Yeah. So I say, I guess if we just can get by with just a minimum to say it's in compliance.
This one came to me from.
Dismiss it legally.
Robert got it from someone else.
Robert did this.
Well, I got it from the lady that was here and I.
So you got it from, you originally came from the
A lot of times
the
that's what
complaint about
happens.
the growth.
David Adams, the building inspector, and they went to shut off power, but they didn't look at my report. There ain't no power. They're using that generator right there to the driveway.
And is there a way you could call this compliant? I mean, what would it take for you to come and tell me to dismiss it?
With knowing, I was walking around and having seen it, I mean, there's stuff that was in the house that's been pulled out. I don't know if there's any pictures of that this month or if it was just from last month, but.
We throw it back in the house.
Well, that's actually happened before. Here, so see this?
Right.
So for me, it's like, that's pretty disgusting. That needs to be cleaned up.
Right.
And that's on the side, and that's, so.
Said they're gonna get it. I think that's Mother Nature.
Some of it is, some of it's definitely.
Raccoons been dragging that out.
But this is June. Look how clean that is compared to July.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Somebody's been back there really messing things up.
It's getting a lot worse fast.
Well, that was just.
Oh, geez.
So as soon as this guy got out of jail, the lady Rhonda called me and said, "Hey, he's back." Because it was a peaceful month there. It said it looked good. She had no problem there, but as soon as he got out.
There's a lot of difference.
We drug a lot of stuff out of the barn because the door was closed.
There has been cleanup right on this property at some point.
At some point, yeah.
I mean,
They got rid of the vehicle.
I can make a suggestion, maybe send a pre-abatement notice where you designate exactly where they need to clean up. And if it's not cleaned up, then just don't abate.
I'll make that motion that we send a pre-abatement notice, and if it's not cleaned up at our next meeting, we will abate the property. Bills fall where the bills fall.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Sorry, that took so long.
Well, I mean, again, can't solve all the problems. And especially the drug issues, because I see it every day anymore.
Stewart here, North Frontage Road, June. July, there has been some progress. Seems like there's a new vehicle there every time I'm there, but still some weeds that need to be taken care of. Still some trash as well. Back there on the burn pile had been completely burned. But most of this has been cleaned up. Like I said, the only thing left here is the weeds. They were here last month's meeting. I told them about what needed to happen. So they are aware of that. The weeds are the issue. So that's holding this up. Weeds here, tall grass and weeds here, and tall grass and weeds in the back.
If they're aware of it, we can do them like we did the other one, give them 30 days or $500 fine if it's not done by the next meeting.
Second that.
I have a motion, you have 30 days to get it cleaned up, or we're gonna fine you $500. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Here's the capital group on Edgerton and Fairland. This one is ready to be abated. Contractor just sent us a quote for some stuff that they need to do to be able to get the rest of it cleaned up. That was agreed upon. They're going to start working on that I believe this week. If not this week, then early next week.
Motion to continue.
I'll second that.
A first and second to continue, motion to continue, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
When Israel here on 500 North. June. There has been progress from May to June. But still quite a bit of junk. This back area, you can tell where the cars were. He's got rid of some cars. That back area was pretty much all cluttered. He got rid of those. That was from May to June. Here's July. Not been a lot of progress that I noted here. A little bit right here, but there's still a bunch of junk and trash on this side. And here before. Tires, junk on the side here as well. Same thing here. Campers are still there.
Any of this stuff been tagged?
I have tagged well, at least one of these campers. That car, I need to look back. I believe I tagged it as well. So that one would be ready to go. The camper, I believe, would be ready to go. Everything else, I believe, is current and looks like it's been moved around. Originally, this one I had tagged more than 10, I believe, at this property.
So
He's
you
gotten
feel
rid of 7 or 8 of them.
Well, either he's plated them and moved them, or he's got rid of them, something.
You think it's time to get rid of the things that's been tagged 20 days?
I can work on that.
Yeah.
What else do you encourage him to
Well,
continue his?
That's only been a bunch, and he's made some.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Have you talked to him since our last meeting?
No,
Yeah, because I remember how he was very aggressive. Last meeting.
picking pre-abatement time. Warning.
Something to the effect of move what's been tagged 20 days or better. And at next meeting, fine could start. Fine will start.
Will start.
Will start at.
Since he was, he was not
He was not nice.
nice at all. And he was still threatening till the end of the meeting or, end of his time. Here,
we don't see significant progress at our next meeting, August 25th, we'll start a fine that will run until it is compliant.
There you go.
And what do you want to set the fine at, gentlemen?
well, we've been doing 500, it seems like on other ones.
We should maintain fairness about fining.
So a motion of $500 fine starting next month, continuing
Till
until
compliant.
compliant.
If it's not significant,
So yeah, if he's making significant progress in her view, or Ben's view, then
So that's the motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. You got that, Lisa?
Yes.
Thank you.
I like,
All right.
I like those rambling motions.
we doing all right, Lisa?
You're doing fine.
we can read between the lines.
Yeah,
That's a
can.
good for, read between the lines.
So I'm
We
holding
don't
on.
talk in shorthand over here, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
We're old
I'm holding on.
We old man, ramble. I thought we
Goes
talked.
in ramble.
I'm going ahead. The 12, what was tagged. should be
Yes,
pulled.
yes,
Go ahead. Put that-
Pulled.
Yes, if it's been tagged 20 days, get it out of there.
Get it out.
Absolutely. That'll get his attention too.
$100 per.
Next month. if
Starting
it's
next
not
month.
a big
And,
change.
and our cleanup doesn't count for his cleanup.
Right, that's not progress on his part.
Okay.
All right, here's the Asher property on 44. There's June. All grass and weeds, junk and trash, stuff in front of the front door. There's July. There has been some improvement. Still stuff in front of the front door.
What's the situation with these folks? Have you met with anybody there?
I've spoken to her there. She's been here last month. Talked to her about all the issues. She's aware of it.
This was her mother's property, right?
Yeah, she inherited this one and the one across the way. This vehicle and the other vehicle are completely cluttered. You can only sit in the driver's seat and it's got stuff on it.
You can't imagine what that inside that house.
Right.
looks like. I used to
So-
deliver packages there.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's aware of it, but there's still more to go. Like I said, this is where we're sitting currently on this one, but there's still like weeds, there's still trash in front of the front door. I told her about the voucher, so I mean, like, she's been here, she's talked to you guys.
She knows what needs to be done.
She's aware of it.
That would have been like the first thing right there at the front door and the
Yeah.
driveway. It's like, let's get this out and
We can get in.
I can't see any progress. I'm not disagreeing with you
No.
because you've been there,
But
but
a dumpster right there. It looks
The
like it's
dumpster
empty.
empty, but was it ever filled up or not?
Yeah,
Like, this stuff could easily go into there.
it's such a nice looking property.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful house.
it was originally, yeah.
And really,
Give her another month. It's only been 1 month. And if there's okay, start doing them too. Yeah, because if there's no
She has
progress,
between now and our next meeting,
Yeah.
then we'll start to
Yeah,
reevaluate
yeah.
in August.
yeah, let her know, they give her 2 months and because she hasn't did too much since the last meeting.
Right.
It'd been nice if she just moved the stuff out the store.
Yeah.
Where we could notice some kind of something, but they, of course, there's lots of, I mean, those weeds are just,
so what is our motion then? We're going to,
We're going to monitor for 1 more month. And if again, significant progress has not been made, then we'll start a pre-abate.
monitor for a month and then pre-abate. Send pre-abate next month.
Mhm.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Mary Terry here on 250 West. June. spoke with her a couple different times. There's July. She got it taken care of on her own. Looks good.
Motion to dismiss.
Yes, sir. Motion to dismiss.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. And she did it all on her own.
Yep.
Eight.
Thank you.
All right, Donald Hughesman here, Tucker Road. Tall grass and weeds. Pre-abatement, post-abatement.
Sorry, but that don't look a whole lot better. I'll make a motion to dismiss because it's under 10 inches, right?
I'll second. Motion to dismiss. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Dismiss it under protest.
Here's Levi Hack on Main Street, June. Two inoperable vehicles, tall grass and weeds, junk, tires.
I think we were over 10.
July, there's been some progress. Vehicle that was up front, it's been removed. Still some trash and tires. This vehicle that was there was removed, plated. Now it's front, but there's still some tall grass and weeds. There's these tanks that are trash, and something connected to it. And yeah. So there has been progress, but there's still some issues.
Any conversations with this gentleman?
Well, the woman that's residing there, I spoke with her a month ago or so. She's aware of it, but she said that she owns it. Property owner or the GIS says it's owned by this Levi guy. So I believe it was signed for by her. I'll have to look back at my notice, the office, but someone signed for it.
With an ivy on that there. Make a motion, we continue to monitor for another month and hopefully you can speak with her about getting compliant and dismissed at the next meeting.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
With Scotty, which is now owned by Waste Management. Here's June. All grass and weeds. Junk trash.
This is owned by Waste Management.
It's now it is, yes.
Okay.
So here's July. Someone has mowed the property, but they left the junk, and then the backyard is still a mess. I finally made contact with the person to send the abatement notice to, and I'm gonna send that today. It took a while to find because of the way waste management is. I have to go through a bunch of channels to find out who I need to talk to. So finally found that out last week. I got the information from them. I'm gonna send it to them this week. But I did speak with the guy at the office there. He's aware of it. He's gonna get on it. So we might not even need to do an abatement.
Good. That'd be fine.
Make a motion that we continue to monitor and make a decision at the next meeting about the abatement.
In a second. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Roy on 950 North. By 2926 71. You think?
He could surely find somebody to mow that cheaper than us.
Well,
we do it all the time.
And the bad thing is I just got another call on this that it's over 10 inches again. So I've not had a chance to go out and look. But
It's what?
it's over 10 inches again. So I need to go out and look. But this is why stuff was changed at the beginning of the year to where it's doesn't have to be on the books as long. So as of this date,
We have to move to dismiss.
yeah.
Dismiss it until,
Under protest.
This is abated, yes.
we could have billed that and got some.
Yeah, we could. I think we get $1,000 or $100 fine on it.
Well, this has already got $100 fine too, so
Well,
Yeah.
they
just another one.
all right. Motion to dismiss then?
I'll make it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
There's waste management, state road nine littering. And these are the pieces that I was able to take pictures of. July. Some of them are still there, some of them are new. There's some that's in the cornfield. So I made contact while I was at the waste management, reference the last case, or one of the last cases, I made contact with the same guy. He informed me that my contact at Waste Management just recently resigned. He's no longer there. So he gave me a new name for someone that is to contact about this issue. And I'm gonna reach out to him maybe yet today about it, see what we can do to get it fixed. But I was out there on the 24th. I drove up and down from the golf course all the way to 9 and 52, and there was insulation.
Well, if this guy's driving down the road and a state trooper's behind him and a piece of fiberglass comes out,
Yeah, that'd be a reason
they
for a
ought
stop.
to be pulled over and then probably get a fine.
Officer discretion, but it's
Yeah.
head going.
So I think at least we ought to talk about a fine here. Till they take it seriously.
Well, they didn't come up, they didn't come out and clean up
Like they said they,
at least it doesn't look like it. This piece has been there for a
Yeah.
while. The one in the cornfield, I don't know.
Yeah.
There are new pieces, I know that for sure.
So do you suppose they have like a crew or somebody
well,
that,
they said they were gonna send somebody out to clean it up. Last time.
They have a crew that they use to clean up 52 from their location to 9. That is a definite. So they're just not sending their crew down.
well, we had stuff go out. I mean, you can see the truck going down the road and stuff coming out the top out of the opening. And there's like the driver, like, I can't do anything about it if people don't put stuff in trash bags. If it's loose in a can and we dump it, it comes out.
Can close his container or, close the truck. These are roll-off containers that they're tarping. They're not tarping them well enough, so it's blowing out of those.
Tarps probably has been replaced since they bought the thing.
And this isn't the first time we've had complaints. I mean, I think it probably, do you remember March maybe of last year or March or May of last year? It's continuous.
Fine, go until they come out and clean it up? Or do we just say, okay, this is what it cost me
Well,
this month?
I mean, from my memory, they said they were gonna send a crew out there. Now, do they have to send a crew out there every day to clean this mess up? How many trucks are they getting a
How
day?
do they do it, from,
On 52.
I think every other week, if I recall correctly.
And the guy that complained, Mr. Chamberlain, was he happy with the results so far?
That is not the
It's not-
complainant.
The original guy that called this in.
I have not talked to him
I
recently.
haven't spoken with him this month. He was just kind of like at wits and he didn't know, it just seemed like no one was doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Can we speak about what Jordan talked about at that one meeting or no?
Sure.
No. So Jordan Caldwell had said that when his family owned the landfill and stuff, that they would have a crew of their own that would go out and they would make sure everything was picked up, something was going on, and they go out there weekly and they would get a lot of stuff off the road because it was just their way of keeping the community clean because they knew that this issue might come up. I don't think Waste Management has the same desire. It's my guess.
I think
So
fine them for litter.
Okay, I agree with finding them for littering, but are we gonna clean it up ourselves or have a contractor clean up Highway 9 once a month? What about all the other county roads?
Well, that's true.
well, and my contact before he resigned, he had said that it might not always be Waste Management that's causing the issue. Basically, like, there could be other haulers that are causing
They are the only hauler that
Canal.
hauls insulation out of Canal and open top containers.
That's, I'm gonna say that's.
Right, I would just.
Right.
Right.
We make a continuing fine. But that means that, you know, our compliance officer would have to go down that road every week or, you know,
Well, right.
what you do, I imagine.
Yes. No, I am. Yeah, so, I mean,
We have the power of this department or this board to at least tell them this has got to get better or we will start fine. If we start cleaning it up ourselves,
And that's,
it will be.
and I think you almost have to treat it like when we have illegal dumping or something and we can determine who dumped, right? We typically assess a fine against them. And then if they do it again, right, then we would again open up a case and do the kind of the same thing. I don't know. We're kind of borderline policing if we're having someone go along the route and check. So I would almost.
That would be almost for, yeah, well, it'd be
We'd almost
almost
have to-
harassment on that end.
Do it from a complaint standpoint, like this showed up.
So this would take a warning today. Is that correct, Jody?
I mean, you can issue a fine if you want. I'm just saying, I wouldn't make it a continuing. I would
Okay.
No.
do a fine and say, you know, if it happens again, then it's gonna come back and we're probably gonna fine you again. So just to
So-
kind of let them know.
I'm good with issuing a fine, but what are we gonna do about the stuff laying in the side of the road? Who's gonna pick it up? Is anybody gonna pick it up?
right, I guess,
We're gonna know if it's worse if we don't pick it up.
right.
I mean, you could have,
So
one of our contractor could get it and then we just assess the costs against them, right? I mean, that's another option.
Right,
We
At
could
least what we see now.
debate the situation on Highway 9.
would there still be a 20-day waiting period? If I need to send the notice to them, would they have 20 days to get this cleaned up, or is this like, just go
I
ahead?
mean, you
and-
still would have to follow the same procedures.
Right.
We sent them like, hey, we're just gonna abate it and assess the cost, and they're gonna have 20 days to clean it up, or we'll just go out and do it.
Well, that would be about the same way.
That'd be a good.
That'd be the better way.
Good motion.
That'd be a good, yes, why don't you think?
I think
They're
Jody,
one of those rambling motions again.
I think Jody made.
Jody made the motion.
We seconded it. He is not entitled.
Echo what you just mentioned.
Okay, so
What the echo
So we're abating the property and assessing all costs.
to waste management.
But they have
They'll have 20
They have 20
days.
days to do it, do it.
Is there a start and end here, like, from like Knopf all the way to the landfill? Because,
How much do
are
you
we
see?
just in this area?
Well, since we
Where-
know
yeah.
that it's 52,
No, this is 9.
this is 9. But
I
well, we
would, I
know
would,
from Morristown to 9 is cleaned, right? Or supposedly?
That's my understanding.
see, this is where the complaint was on 9.
Right.
So I think we'd have to stick with where the.
9 from Knopf to
Come off
52.
to 52.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
until we've got a complaint from 52.
Right, okay.
We'd almost have to stick with, or the complaint area.
Well, yeah.
Just installation.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, okay.
So do we have a motion? That you understand what we're doing? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Yep, it's very plain.
Yes.
Echoed.
I was a-
Even, well, we're.
I was a ventriloquist. Did you just come over from?
So next we have Constance Melton. She is a repeat case, and she was ordered to appear. She did appear this morning, but unfortunately, she's on a walker and oxygen and the elevator's not working now.
They've been working for several months.
Yeah, so she could not get up here. So Jody and I agreed that she could go, and then we have her phone number, Ben, that you can call her and let her know what was determined at the meeting. But she did make an attempt to be here. And we have abated this property in the past, by the way.
I did send the fine, but for some reason, I'm sorry, I didn't get the abate notice sent about it, so. There's June. That was the initial case. There's July. Still some weeds that need to be taken care of, still some trash as well, the backyard. There's trash here, can't quite tell in that picture, but here's the backyard, still some tall grass and weeds as well.
So in one of her comments, to the lady she talked to while she was here, her mower has broke 3 times. She's trying. So.
We have abated this in the past.
Correct.
Voted to abate it. I assume last month, right?
Yeah, you did.
Let's abate the property then. Make a motion to go ahead and with the abatement.
Motion and second to abate it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Almost property here on Hale Road, Here's June with the initial pictures. Tall grass and weeds, some junk and trash, tires, vehicle. It had a fence up with, I think there was some barbed wire, so I wasn't able to actually tag the vehicles that were there. There's July, there has been some improvement, still some weeds that need to be taken care of. The truck was gone, the other vehicle was gone. There was a bit of a language barrier here, but I spoke with a juvenile at the property who translated for me, and they were as much as could be aware of the issues. And that's where we're sitting currently.
But the abandoned vehicles are non-operable are gone, right?
Well, yes,
But you,
yeah.
okay.
There might be some that are still, but I looked at those and they're on the neighboring property, not those.
Okay.
I move we continue to monitor because it's, I mean, they got cars out of there.
I'll second that.
Motion a second to continue to monitor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
New cases.
See a repeat right on page 1.
Yep. So Pam Hicks here on North Michigan Road. Repeat case, tall grass and weeds, only tall grass and weeds. This one has been abated just as of Friday, I believe it was. So I need to go out and get pictures, but this one should be done.
Would you recommend dismissing, or would you like to wait till next month?
Well, I've not gotten the pictures, so yes, I've been told that it's done. It doesn't, well, I've not been out there yet. Oh.
Make a motion, we continue to monitor for another month.
Continue on for a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Or
No repeat. No repeat.
25 or
There's a repeat for Daniel Roldan.
Roll in here. Washington Street. This was basically tall grass and weeds and a vehicle. This was the vehicle in question. Tall grass and weeds. He had left me a voicemail saying that he's all compliant, but I've not had a chance to make my way back up to Morristown to verify that.
We had him just 2 or 3 months ago, didn't we? Not very long ago.
Wasn't there a big semi in this?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff parked in the driveway.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we continue to monitor for another month.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carried. Coy.
Yep. Aaron Coy here on Jackson Street. Same thing, tall grass and weeds. First. In about 2 days, this will go to the contractor for abatement. It's just tall grass and weeds. There's nothing else to it.
Jenny Monitor.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Here.
Yep. That's Garrett on Burnside. This one was tall grass and weeds and one inoperable or non-registered vehicle. I tagged this one. I know just from being in Fairland a lot now, the front yard has been mowed. And you rip the tag off the van, but other than that, everything else is the same. So
Has it been 20 days?
no, not yet.
Would you have to put another tag on it or
No,
you
it's
can,
still.
you can tow it in 20 days?
I always take pictures of it too while I'm there. And now I have a body cam. I have body cam footage of it too. So it's nice to have that because then now there's even more evidence of.
Well, I make a motion that we continue to monitor for another month and when your 20 days is up, you tow the van.
Do you want to do anything with the rest of the property since it's a repeat or wait on mowing or anything like that? You know, we had this one in
How
the
quick can they
past.
get there though?
Have we,
Well, so I guess this one would have to go to crew number one. Because if it's got a vehicle, it goes to crew one. Crew two does all mowing and stuff like that. So
yeah, you want to abate the property and
I know we've had this one in the past. This one comes up a lot. I guess this one, there's several ahead of it, so it may not even be abated by the time next month comes.
okay,
Just because we have Amrine, we have some others that,
gonna take a while.
yeah. So if you want to give them another month,
Monitor for a month.
yeah.
Monitor for a month. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
Make a motion to continue all the other new cases.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Any comments from the health department? Nope, they're gone.
Yeah, he had to leave.
Mr. Ray's gone. Public knowledge or public comments?
This is mine.
Only time I seen her respond about anything was when we were talking about waste management.
In the paper recently about them littering.
Okay.
So
Okay.
glad to do something about it because negative press doesn't seem to do anything for them, so.
Jody, anybody?
Hold on. Don't look at me and say, Kevin.
No,
Look at me.
go ahead. Just go ahead. Be that way. No, you be that way.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.